So good morning once again. So all of you today we would see we'll see the concepts of module 3. So we have seen Cohen-Sutherland clipping algorithm, and also we have solved the problems on Cohen-Sutherland. And we have last class we have seen a concepts of Sutherland-Hartman polygon clipping algorithm. And I have given you one of the problem to solve it. So hope all of you have solved. So let me just review and let me go to the concepts of 3D translation, rotation, scaling concepts today. Hmm? So the problem that I had given you is on Cohen Sutherland, sorry, Sutherland Hartman, right? So this was the problem. So hope all of you have understood how does the clipping algorithm works when you clip this particular polygon, right? Concept of left clipper with respect to this polygon in right bottom top clipper. Now, if this is a given problem, I had given you this problem. Hopefully, the screen is visible, right? So in this case, how do you solve this Sutherland-Hartman clipping? Here is a solution. Always remember, we have to see the clipper or the edges in anti-clockwise, not in clockwise direction. So you would see these edges, that is of edges of a polygon, to be addressed in this way. Got it? So that is from anti-clockwise direction, not clockwise. If you say this direction, so you will find it difficult, or else the problem solution would be different compared to other solutions. So what you have to do is you have to take into the consideration, the anti-clockwise direction. For example, I'll read this as a BA and AD, BAAD, DC and CB. Clear? So in this direction, I'm going to read it. So this is a polygon to be clipped, and this is a clip window. This was the problem that been given. So if I ask you to clip along the left clipper, so this is a left clipper. So you have to clip. So this particular edge at this point, right? At this point, only that is a thing, right? So let me see how you have analyzed this problem with respect to the left clipper, right? Here is a solution for you. So when you clip from the left side, as I said, again the direction of the movement of this is in this way, right? So now you can analyze what is being done over here. See, we have AD, DC, CB, and BA. When you come across a left clipper, so always read the edges anti-clockwise. First input to the left clipper. So we have input to the left clipper. What is input to the left clipper? We have the input to the clipper is, as I said, CB, BA, AD, DC. Once again, CB, BA, AD, DC. CB, BA, AD, DC in anti-clockwise direction. So what is CB to the left clipper? What is CB here? What is CB to the left clipper? To the left clipper, I always say that, see, try to understand. This is a left clipper. The borders have been enlarged. The borders of the triangular are enlarged. To the left clipper, what is CB? It is inside. Both the vertex C is inside, B is inside. Again, for the left clipper, what about BA? For BA, B is inside, A is outside. With respect to the left clipper, I'm talking about. What is AD? AD with respect to the left clipper, both it is out, right? And with respect to the left clipper, again this DC is out in. Is it or not? The same thing that I have conveyed in the problem. So the concept of repeating the explanation is to make sure that you understand the concepts clearly, because tomorrow I am going to conduct one of the unit test uh, for this concepts. So unit test will be for 20 marks. So you need to start at exactly at 8:25 and you need to submit it 9:20. It is same as if like an assignment. The concepts are simple. What are the questions that you will expect, I'll tell you immediately after this concept. Okay, one problem will be on Cohen-Sutherland, and one problem on rotation of one of the triangle rotation, like matrix rotation, pivot point rotation, and a few of the concepts of shear and translation. So literally you just have to write the test having this knowledge. This is as per the instructions that is being given, that is we need to conduct one of the unit test. So tomorrow 8:25 I have scheduled a test in Google Classroom. So you have to write the test for 4 questions within 9:20 and you have to submit it. That will be treated as an assignment for you. So if you understand this concept, writing the test would be easy. So the problems, one of the problem for 5 marks will be this only. So left clipper I have told you, right? For left clipper CB, BA, AD, DC you had. So in after clipping, this diagram is got after clipping. What is in use? When we have in, always the second thing that you have to write, that is a second intercept you have to clip out. So B comma A, in out. So when you have in out, right, B is in, A is out, right? So you have to mention this thing that is called B dash. You have BA, right? So you had a BA. So in the case of BA, in out, for with respect to the left clipper, it is in out. So when you have in out, you have to highlight this one intercept where it intersects, that is B bar. Similarly for AD, so what I said, AD, it was out only. So out means null. Out means null. So hopefully AD, it is out means it is null. So that is not been shown, right? DC, what is DC? DC was out in. See here, DC was out in. Whenever we have out in, what you have to do? You have to take D bar and C, that is the intersected and the in parameter. Now this is the intercept that you have obtained immediately after screening through the left clipper. Now you have a left clipper. Let me take the right clipper. To this diagram, you have to take a right clipper. All of you try to understand. To this diagram, I have to take a right clipper. So to the right clipper, what you have? D bar C, C B, B C, B B bar, B bar, D bar. So now analyze these edges with respect to the individual vertices with respect to the right clipper. To the right clipper, if you could see, so what about CB? CB is in, B is out. What is B, B bar? B is out, B bar is in. Similarly, what about B bar, D bar? It is completely in. What about D bar C? It is also complete in. That is in. So that we will see here. See, CB in the next slide. Okay, see here, what you have, B B bar. Okay, B B bar, or else anyway you can take B double bar or B as such. B bar D bar. Okay, B bar D bar, D bar C, and CB. CB. Clear? From this diagram, try to understand CB. This is CB. CB. So this is the diagram after clipping we are getting. So when you have CB, so in out, so what you have to take? C bar. Similarly, we have D bar C, it is completely in. Is it or not? D bar C is in, you have to take C, the second intercept. So this is as per the steps that we have defined. When we have in, out, in, out, in, what are all the vertices that you are going to take. So B bar, D bar, it is again in, you will take D bar only. D bar C, in only it will take C only. Okay, next you have CB in out. So you what you will get when you have in, you will take the intercept C bar. So this is being, now we have left with bottom and top clipper. Now we have left with the bottom and top clipper. So this is the intercept that we have got it after clipping, the from the right clipper. Now coming to the bottom clipper. So to this diagram, analyze with respect to the bottom clipper what you have. Okay, this is a border, this is a border we have. So the bottom clipper again, you have C bar, B bar, B double bar B, and along this B bar, D bar, and D bar C. Okay, from the bottom clipper you have to analyze what is B double bar B, B bar, D bar, D bar C anticlockwise, and C bar. How do you analyze? Now let us see in the next slide. Okay, see B double bar, B bar, D bar, D bar C. So how do you analyze this? See, same and thing. In the next slide I have written B double bar, B bar, D bar. Okay, D bar C, C bar, and C B double bar. See this one. So all are analyzed with respect to the concepts, whether they're in, out. So when it is out, completely null. After clipping, you are going to get this diagram. After clipping, we are going to get this. Now being left with the, so we did a left clipper, right clipper, bottom clipper. Now it is the time to clip with the top clipper. So what we have a top clipper. So if you could see the top clipper, try to understand all of you. So we have a clipper that is being given in the right. So here is a top clipper. So left with the top clipper. So once again, see all of you, this is a given diagram. So we have analyzed this with respect to the anti-clockwise. We have edges. So we have a left clipper. So we have left clipper. We have a right clipper. We have a bottom clipper, and finally we need to go with the, we need to clip with the top clipper. So how do you do with the top clipper? Let us see. So this is a top clipper. So analyze what is to be done with this thing, right? That is, here we have B double bar, B bar, B double bar. So just have to rename. So I have renamed it while doing all these things. Okay, now finally when I apply clipping to this edges, so what you are going to get, so analyze and clip it. Finally you are going to get all these clipped vertices. So what is being left out? Why? Because if you could see here, all the edges with respect to the top clipper are in only. Okay, all the edges with respect to the top clipper are in only. So nothing is changed. So in means you have to take the second vertex, second. So with respect to this we are going to plot the same. So nothing is changed, so you are going to plot, retain the same vertices, and you are going to get the final clipped image. This is what the Cohen Sutherland Hogman problem is. So you could expect one of the problem on Cohen Sutherland Hogman. So other polygon clipping to be noted are this thing. These are all the various algorithms. So this is all about the Sutherland Hodman clipping algorithm and Cohen Sutherland. So definitely in the first part of the module 3 you could expect the questions from Cohen Sutherland and Sutherland Hodman. So next concepts is about the translation, transformation. As I said, these things we have covered to an extent in this module 2. So same thing we are going to repeat it, right? So before that, As I said, tomorrow we would do one of the unit test in the morning session, that is at 8:25. The what are the questions that you are going to expect is the questions are from the uh, two-dimensional geometric primitives, that is fixed. I'm just telling you because we have done even a program on uh, fixed point rotation of a triangle, right? That is fixed point rotation in the case of geometric transformations. So that is one question. Another question on Sutherland Hardman polygon clipping. So Cohen Sutherland, I am not since I had given you the assignments, I will not include that question. And few questions on shear and reflection and shear of 2D geometric transformations. So I'll schedule at 8:25. All of you have to write it by 9:20. So at least you have to attend at least minimum 2 questions which you find it easy. So I'll provide you the answers for those questions, so later on after the test. Fine. So all of you have to attend, the attendance would be considered at 8:25. Okay, now let me go to the module, same concept, that is transformations, 3D translation. At least this will try to cover today and I will stop the session. Okay, so next is a concept on, so module 3 part 2 is 3D translation, rotation, scaling, reflection and all. So what is translation? Hope all of you have understood the Sutherland Hardman. Tomorrow I would conduct a unit test. So it is for 20 marks. So 4 questions will be there. 4 questions. The 4 questions. The in that the one of the question will be on Sutherland Hardman polygon clipping. So one question will be on a fixed point rotation, all of you. So another question was on fixed point rotation. So another question on shear and reflection. Okay, what is shear and reflection, that I'm going to explain it. Okay, and we left out with this concept, that is transformations, 3D translation, rotation, scaling and all. So this is one session and this is around 2 sessions. So that completes your module 3, so that we can go for module 4. So this week 8:25, tomorrow I'll take one unit test, another next week again 8:25, one more unit test I would like to do on these concepts. So by that time we would complete. And regarding a lab, we have covered almost all the programs. We left with 2 programs. Tomorrow we need to plan what program we need to do, as those programs, the syllabus regarding that we have not yet covered. So let us plan in the afternoon tomorrow. So tomorrow all of you have to write the unit test compulsorily. So whatever you should not, you're not supposed to give the reason for it. All of you, I expect all of you to write the test. So before I end, so let me see. These are all the extending the two-dimensional transformations. Extending the two-dimensional transformation, we have the concepts of from the syllabus. We have 3D translation, rotation, scaling, and all. So I didn't ask you to give the attendance. You, no one has responded in the chat. I asked you. I've understood Sutherland Hardman. So we have 3D translation, rotation, scaling and all. So what is 3D transformations? It is an extension of two-dimensional transformations. So basically in the case of 3D, we have 4-element column vector instead of 3. So this is a translation factor. Just answer my question.